Hi, welcome to Jason on English. In this video, I've compiled some of my earlier videos to make a general overview of how to use articles in English. Looking at the first slide, we can get a basic understanding of articles. Articles are the words a, an, and the. Articles are sometimes used with nouns. You don't need an article every time you have a noun, so be careful about that. Looking at the next slide, the articles a and an can be used with single countable nouns. You can remember the basic meaning of a and an by thinking of the number 1. I have 1 banana, I have a banana. I have 1 apple, I have an apple. Moving to the next slide. Some nouns begin with vowels, A, E, I, O, U. These nouns need the article an for smooth pronunciation. An apple, an egg, an igloo, an omelette, an umbrella. Nouns that do not begin with vowels use a banana, a penguin. The letter U has 2 sounds, so be careful. An umbrella, umbrella, a vowel sound. A ukulele, ukulele, u, not a vowel sound. Let's look at some words and practice them together. Alligator, alligator, an alligator. Watermelon, watermelon, a watermelon. Uniform, uniform, a uniform. Helicopter, helicopter, a helicopter. Let's look at the next slide. One rule to remember is that a and an are used for general nouns, but the is used for nouns that are specific. General, I saw a cat. This sentence has no information. Which cat? This is not a special cat. I saw a cat. This is general. Specific, I saw the cat that lives with my neighbor. Which cat? The cat that lives with my neighbor. This is very clear. This is specific. We need the. Going to the next slide. You can use the with any noun that is specific. This can be single countable nouns, plural countable nouns, and uncountable nouns. Looking at countable nouns, single. Bob bought a pen. Bob bought the pen that was on sale. The first sentence is general. We need a pen. The second sentence has more information. We know which pen. This is specific. The pen. For uncountable nouns, we never use a or an. A and an mean 1. Uncountable nouns have no number. Bob drank water. Bob drank the water that was in the refrigerator. The first sentence has no information. It's general. The second sentence tells us which water. This becomes specific. We need the water. Bob ate pizza. Bob ate the pizza that was left over from yesterday. In the first sentence, we have no information. Pizza is general. In the second sentence, we have more information. We know which pizza Bob ate, so we can use the pizza. Looking at some more examples, Bob ate hamburger for lunch. Hamburger is countable, hamburger is single. We should put a in this case. Bob ate a hamburger for lunch. Anne bought strap for bag that her mother gave her. Strap is single, it's countable. We need a. Bag is single, it's also countable, but we have more information. so we can use the. Anne bought a strap for the bag that her mother gave her. On the next slide, we have another rule that's very important to remember. The first time you use nouns in longer stories, you should use a or an. After that, you can use the. I saw a young boy. First time using boy. The boy had a big dog. Second time using boy, first time using dog. Now we can say the boy instead of a boy. On the next slide, we see some special cases. Use the for one-of-a-kind nouns. The sun, the Pacific Ocean, the president. Use the with superlatives. The biggest, the most expensive. Use the with adjectives to describe groups of people. The poor, the homeless, the happy. Use the with hotels and theaters. The Sheraton, the Pantages Theater. Let's try some test questions. Look at these sentences and ask yourself, do you need a, an, the, or blank? The first sentence, Bob will meet President on Friday. Bob will meet the President on Friday. President is a one-of-a-kind noun. We should use the. Jim volunteers to help blind. Jim volunteers to help the blind. In this case, blind is an adjective used to describe a group of people. We should also use the. Buena Vista Hotel is newest one near here. The Buena Vista Hotel is the newest one near here. We should use the with hotels, the Buena Vista Hotel, and we should use the with superlatives, newest, the newest. The next one, Bob is wearing tie. Bob is wearing a tie. Bob is wearing tie that he got for Christmas. Bob is wearing the tie that he got for Christmas. Bob is carrying basket that he made himself. Bob is carrying the basket that he made himself. Bob is carrying small basket. Bob is carrying a small basket. Jim ate cheese that he bought last week. Jim ate the cheese that he bought last week. Jim ate cheese today. Jim ate cheese today. We don't need anything in that sentence. Anne ate ice cream after dinner. Anne ate ice cream after dinner. Ice cream is uncountable. We don't need any articles in this case. The sentence is not specific. We don't need the, and we can't use a or an. Bob usually wears sneakers. Bob usually wears sneakers. This is countable plural, but the sentence is not specific. We don't need the. Jim wore suit to party at his office last week. The answer is on the screen. Jim wore a suit to the party at his office last week. Suit is countable, suit is single, but there's nothing specific in the sentence. A suit is best. Also, this is the first time we mentioned suit in the story, so using a is better. The party at his office last week. Which party? At his office. This is very clear. It is specific. We should use the. I hope this overview of articles was helpful for you. Some languages don't have articles at all, so it's very challenging to learn how to use them, when to use them, and importantly, when not to use them. A or an only mean one. The means specific. If your sentence has specific information, the is better for countable and uncountable nouns. If your sentence only mentions one item, then you can use a or an as a replacement instead of one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.